Oh man, the casino's on fire. Get your chips and get the fuck out. So let's do it for the metrics. In this TV video, we are talking about the prestigious Kino Casino. You know, the series that you can guess what they're going to talk about next week and the week after that. I wonder if it's going to be about Beardson, Ethan Ralph, Baked Alaska, or Nick Fuentes. Gee, I wonder if they're going to recycle this topic every fucking week. Which, that's why it's on fire. You've got to, like, change up your content. I know that's rich coming from me. Uh, but yeah, you got to change up your content. Find some new original material. Like, this is the internet. You can find lolcows anywhere. You can find things to talk about anywhere. The universe is at your fingertips. But instead, they're going to talk about the same four assholes over and over again. And the next, like, point of contention is the fake super chats, Metacrimasochist, Signal Boot, and people are alleging that they're faking donos to get more people to donate, right? And if you watch Kino Casino, it is like suspicious as hell, right? Because who has $100 or $1,000 to blow on two mentally retarded individuals on the internet? Of course, who would waste that kind of money, and for what? So they can shit on other people? Wow. Instead of funding, like Comicsgate shit, for example, which that's a terrible example, but there's other avenues people could, dunk their money into and actually progress things. But yeah, that's another one. And the next thing is the censorship of the live chat and Andy Worski blocking people. Andy Worski has blocked me, Andy Worski has blocked other people. But here's my question. If this is supposed to be a badass who's supposed to take a punch, right? How come he can't take a mean tweet or criticism? How come he can't take criticism in the live chat? And, like, just how are you supposed to take a punch if you can't take shit online? But this is a guy, he's coping and seething because he actually has to fight someone that might possibly beat his ass. This guy has 2 or 3 years of experience, whereas before, he was all full of, like, braggadocious energy because he's about to fight a fat retard, Ethan Ralph. Of course, anyone can be, like, full of gusto and confidence because Ethan Ralph is out of shape, has heart problems, liver problems, probably some kind of autoimmune disorder or autoimmune disease. Who knows at this point? But yeah, you can be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kick his ass because he's practically as defenseless as a baby. But it's just interesting, Andy Worski's taking pictures, like arm out, right? But this guy, the only time he's wanting to fight someone is when there's money, which that's a-okay. I mean, no one wants to get their ass beat for free. But what happened to the age-old thing of just meeting up in a parking lot somewhere and just having a fight or scheduling a fight? Look, if there's these wrestling dipshits that can go out into a forest in Massachusetts and put on the wrestling tournament where people almost die, and the cops, it's so remote that the cops can't get out there, you could probably schedule something of like manner. But Ethan Ralph, Andy Worski, and these people who, say they want to fight someone, it's all for show. What they want is some, like, borderline retarded event where somehow they make $50,000, which, again, it's funny how Andy Worski can want to fight someone, but if you attach, like, a ginormous price tag on it, it kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? I mean, that'd be like me saying, I'll fight, it's just off the top of my head, I'll fight Dark Ninja for $25,000. Well, who the hell's going to put up $25,000 for that shit? And who would put up $50,000 for Andy to fight someone? No one cares. You couldn't get enough people because this part of the internet is actually, when you really think about it, pretty obscure. The retardosphere is obscure. But these people, they all have these egos and personalities that if they were in a real fight, they'd probably shit their pants and cry. Uh, that's the reality. But again, if you don't remember Andy Worski, there was that one stream where he said aim, aim, aim. His friend Alex I think, caught a charge, and he might have had his gun confiscated, or he can't conceal carry anymore because of that. But we sweep that under the rug because Alex doesn't matter. This is the kind of guy who does that to his friends, mind you. Gets them in a situation where they draw a gun and they get like thrown in jail, fines, charges, and guns confiscated over it. But I guess he just didn't care. What a friend Andy Worski is. So not only do we have all those issues, but the PPP Andy Worski thing is going to collapse soon. Because you can't have two egotistical morons on the same show, and PPP is just a rough around the edges asshole, and I don't think he could ever find anyone to click with his like mental disorder or whatever mental illness he has, because he kind of has his own head up his own ass as well. He comes off as self-righteous. You know, we've all seen him do his like religious stuff, when he's far from being what he, you know, as a Christian is. But that's a rant for later. So yeah, the Kino Casino is on fire, and I don't think as a show it'll last too long because the smoke is, you can smell the smoke and it's getting stronger. It's starting to waft through the casino, and I think people are beginning to get their chips and head the fuck out. And I think you should too. And stop donating to them, because that information is quite literally being put in the hands of someone who's quite possibly a federal informant. Just think on that. Stop donating unless they come up with another way to grift and get donos. But until then, I would say cease and desist on funding Kino Casino, for your own sake, your own privacy. And other than that, I'll end this video. Leave a dislike, comment below. I'm right, wrong. Subscribe. I got a description down below if you want to check that out. If not, that's fine too. See you next time. God bless. Stay happy, stay healthy, and just watch out.
Patriotism is dead. There's only rebels and tyrants now.
A world ready for the righteous and the pure to inherit.
Don't believe in surrenders. No, I still got my saber, Reverend. Didn't turn it into no plowshare either.
I'm taking over this territory.